Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born on October 2, 1869 in Porbandar, a small coastal town in India. He grew up in a family that valued honesty, spirituality, and service to others. As a child, Gandhi was quiet, shy, and deeply sensitive. Phew! Imagine that this gentle boy would one day inspire millions. At the age of 13, Gandhi was married to Kasturba in an arranged marriage. Their partnership later became a powerful force in social change. In 1888, Gandhi traveled to London to study law. The journey exposed him to new cultures, religions, and ideas. He read the Bhagavad Gita, the teachings of Jesus, and the works of Tolstoy. These experiences shaped his belief that truth and compassion were stronger than force. After completing his studies, he returned to India hoping to build a legal career. But destiny called him elsewhere. In 1893, he accepted a job in South Africa. What he expected to be a simple legal assignment would change his life forever. When Mohandas Gandhi stepped off the ship in South Africa in 1893, he was a young, timid lawyer with little understanding of the world's harsh realities. He arrived believing in the British Empire's justice and fairness. But South Africa would shatter that belief and transform him forever. Just days after his arrival, Gandhi bought a first-class train ticket from Durban to Pretoria. But during the journey, a white passenger objected to sharing the compartment with an Indian. Gandhi was ordered to move to the luggage van. When he refused, insisting he had a valid ticket, he was forcibly thrown off the train at Pietermaritzburg. Stationed into the freezing night, that night on the platform changed him. Gandhi later said, "It was here that my life was transformed forever." It was the beginning of his awakening. Instead of returning to India, he decided to stay and fight. He began organizing the Indian community against racial discrimination. Gandhi founded the Natal Indian Congress and started speaking publicly, writing petitions and leading campaigns to challenge injustice, but his ideas were different from other activists. He believed that oppression could not be defeated with violence. Instead, he developed a philosophy he called Satyagraha, meaning truth force or soul force. It was a revolutionary idea, resisting injustice not with aggression, but with peaceful civil disobedience. The movement gained momentum when the South African government passed a new law requiring Indians to carry identity passes at all times. Gandhi urged thousands to refuse to comply. They marched, protested, and willingly went to jail. For the first time, the world saw the power of nonviolent resistance. Years of struggle followed, imprisonments, beatings, and constant threats. But Gandhi remained unshaken. His courage inspired tens of thousands, not just Indians, but Africans and Europeans as well. After 21 years in South Africa, Gandhi returned to India in 1915. Not as a shy lawyer, but as a global leader determined to fight for freedom without violence. It was in South Africa that Mohandas became Mahatma, the great soul. When Gandhi returned to India in 1915, after 21 years in South Africa, he was no longer just Mohandas the lawyer. He was Mahatma, the leader of a new philosophy. India was suffering under British rule. Poverty, heavy taxes, and widespread inequality affected millions. Gandhi began traveling across villages, learning their struggles, and earning the trust of ordinary people. His first major movement in India was the Champaran protest in 1917, where farmers were forced by British landlords to grow indigo instead of food, leaving them starving. Gandhi led a peaceful campaign demanding justice, and the British were forced to change the law. For the first time, Indians realized that together, united in nonviolence, they could win. After Champaran, Gandhi led several national movements based on satyagraha, or nonviolent resistance. One of the strongest was the non-cooperation movement. In 1920, Gandhi urged Indians to stop supporting British institutions, to boycott British schools, clothes, and courts. People burned foreign cloth, spun their own fabric known as khadi, and stood fearlessly against oppression. Millions joined the cause, but the journey was not without pain. In 1919, the world witnessed one of the darkest moments in Indian history. The Jallianwala Bagh massacre, where hundreds of innocent people were killed while peacefully gathered. The tragedy shook Gandhi deeply. It strengthened his resolve that freedom must be fought without hatred or violence, even in the face of cruelty. The struggle continued for decades. Gandhi was arrested many times. Each time he walked into prison, calmly, saying, "In a gentle way, you can shake the world." One of Gandhi's most powerful movements was the Salt March in 1930. Salt, a basic necessity, something every human needs, was heavily taxed by the British. Gandhi decided to challenge this injustice. He began a 240-mile march from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi, joined by thousands along the way. After 24 days, he reached the sea and lifted a handful of salt from the shore, declaring India's right to freedom. This simple act shook the empire. The world watched, newspapers everywhere wrote about Gandhi and his message of peace. Revolution was no longer a distant dream, it had begun. Then came Quit India movement in 1942, the final push demanding that the British leave India forever. The call was short and powerful: do or die. Leaders were imprisoned, violence erupted in many parts of India, but Gandhi insisted that freedom must rise from courage, not hatred. Finally, on August 15, 1947, after nearly 200 years of British rule, India became free. Gandhi refused to celebrate because the country was divided. India and Pakistan were created and violence broke out. The pain of division broke Gandhi's heart. Even in his final days, Gandhi walked barefoot across villages, praying for peace between Hindus and Muslims. He believed humanity was one family, and that love was stronger than hate. On January 30th, 1948, during an evening prayer meeting, Gandhi was shot by a man consumed by anger and intolerance. His last words were, "Hey Ram." The world fell silent. Leaders everywhere, from Martin Luther King Jr. to Nelson Mandela, said they were shaped by Gandhi's teachings. Today, Gandhi remains a symbol of peace, courage, and humanity. His life reminds us that real power comes not from force, but from truth and compassion. Closing message. Gandhi's journey teaches us that one person can change the world, not through violence, but through unwavering dedication to truth and justice. If he could fight an empire with silence, prayer, and peaceful resistance, imagine what we can do today. Thank you for watching this documentary on humanity's greatest. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe so we can continue creating powerful documentaries that keep history alive. Next biography request. Who should we explore next? Comment below if you'd like to see a documentary on Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the architect of the Indian Constitution and another giant of history.